Okay, so we will start with the document window. Okay, so the document window is the large area in the center of the interface where the image is displayed. So it's also where we edit the image. The actual area where the image is visible is what we call the canvas. So it is equivalent to paper, pen paper, or any other medium. So where we put our drawings. So in Photoshop, it is called the canvas. So the dark area surrounding the image is what we call the pasteboard. So we can also change the color of our pasteboard. So just right click and then choose the color in the choices here. So we have here black, dark gray, medium gray, light gray. So the pasteboard actually doesn't really serve a purpose other than to fill in the space. So it is the only the space for the image around the image when the image itself is too small. So to fill in the entire document window. Another is the document tab. So we can see here at the top of the document window and the document tab. So and its current zoom level is 66.7%. The tab is also how we switch between document windows. So when we have more than one image open in Photoshop. So this is what we call the document tab. So the document tab here names max res default. So this is, you can also move the tab, the document tab. Just click in, hold on the document window at the top. Okay, so the document window is the large area in the center of the interface where the image is displayed. Okay, so let's move here at the toolbar, also known as the toolbox or the tools panel, is where Photoshop holds all of its tools. So you'll find it along the left of the Photoshop's interface. So there's tools for making selections, for editing and retouching images, for painting, for adding type or shapes to your document, and so many more. By default, the toolbar appears as a long single column of tools. So you can click the double arrows at the top. It will expand the toolbar into a shorter double column. So click the arrows again to return to the single column layout. Photoshop includes lots of tools. So in fact, there are many more tools than what we see. Most of the tools in the toolbar have other tools nested in with them in the same spot. So you can click and hold on a tools icon to view a menu of the other tools hiding behind it. For example, by default, the rectangular marquee tool is selected its second tool from the top. So if I click and hold on the rectangular marquee tools icon, a flyout menu appears. So the menu shows me that the elliptical marquee tool, the single row marquee tool, and the single column marquee tool can also be selected from that same spot. So we will learn more about the toolbar in our next module, and we will learn how to use Photoshop tools in other lessons throughout this course. You just hold on click to view the hidden tools. Okay, so let's move in the bottom left of the document window. So here we find more information about the image. So the current zoom level is displayed just like it is in the Documents tab. And to the right of the zoom level is the status bar. By default, the status bar displays the color profile of the image. And in my case, it's let's just click here. Okay, we will see the status of the image we had here. It also indicated the width, the height, the channels. So the color profile is RGB color. So yeah, and the resolution is 72 pixels inch. inches. So yours may say something different, like it is different. It depends on the status or the featured image here. Okay, so at the top of Photoshop's interface is what we call the menu bar. The menu bar is where we find various options and commands, so all grouped into categories. So like for example, the file menu, for example, yan, holds options for opening, saving, and closing documents. So the layer menu lists options for working with layers. So Photoshop's many filters are found under the filter menu, and so on. We won't go through every category na lang and menu item here, but we will learn all about them in the future tutorials and lessons as they become important part of our lecture. So along the right of Photoshop interface is where we find the panels. So panels give us access to all sorts of commands and options. So and there are different panels for different tasks. Okay, the most important panel is the layers panel. So it's where we add, we can delete, and work with layers in our document. So it is one of the most important part among all the panels here in our lecture, the use of layers. But there are lots of other panels then as well, and all of which will be looking at later. Okay, so to save space on the screen, Adobe's group related panels together. For example, let's look at the layers panel. Just like the document window, each panel has a tab. At the top, which displays the panel's name, notice though that there are two other tabs to the right of the layers tab. So one says it's channels and other says path. So these are other panels that are nested in with the layers panel in the same panel group. So the name of the panel that's currently open in the group, in this case, the layers panel, appears brighter than the others. So if it is active, it has the brighter color or the brighter tone than the others. Okay, so meaning it is the active among all the panels here. Okay, so to switch to a different panel in a group, click on its tab here. I've opened the channels panel. To switch back to the layers panel, again, click on its tab. Okay, so let's move on to the options bar. Directly linked to the toolbar is Photoshop's options bar. So the options bar displays options for whichever tool we've selected in the toolbar. So we will find it here at the top of the interface just above the document window. So here we see that because I currently have the rectangular marquee tool selected, the options bar is showing options for the rectangular marquee tool. So if I choose a different tool from the toolbar, like for example here, the crop tool. So then, as you can see, the options in the options bar change. So instead of seeing options for the rectangular marquee tool, we are now seeing options for the crop tool. And there we have it. That's a quick overview of the interface and its features in Photoshop. In the next module, we will discuss more detailed look at Photoshop's toolbar, including a complete summary of every of Photoshop's tools.